Okay. Let's come down onto our mats in our semi-supine position. With our knees bent, arms down beside you. Chin very gently drawn in toward the chest. Eyes lightly closed if that feels comfortable. And taking some time to arrive. And taking some time to allow everything to settle. And just dropping into the back body. Notice any gripping, any tightening of the muscles. Just have that sense of feeling supported. Have a sense of the bones. Have a sense of that support underneath the back body. And soften the mind, which allows the muscles to soften. And just begin to feel the body. Just notice how it feels. Thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language of the body. So taking some time to feel. And throughout this practice, as we have that intention of participating in this practice, take some time to feel what's right for our body and adjust, adapt in any way that feels right for us. So letting go of any striving, any pushing of the body. Allowing everything to soften. So taking this time for yourself and to be with yourself. And bringing your consciousness now to the breath. And begin to notice the breath. Begin to notice where you feel the breath in the body. And as we notice the breath, it naturally begins to slow down. And the inhalation, the nourishing breath. And with each out breath, there's that sense of release. That lovely prana, energy, inviting that in-breath down into the belly. And that slightly longer out-breath, maybe even a sighing breath as you, just breathe out anything you no longer need. Just taking some time to release it out from the body. Any build up, any charge in the nerves, in the bones, in the muscles. Hey, just breathing it out, letting it go. Hey. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then if you're happy to, get to work with the Loma Ujjayi. And this is where we breathe with the breath at the throat, Ujjayi breath, where we close the back of the throat slightly, tongue sits on the roof of the mouth. We create that slight snoring sound in the throat. Takes a little bit of getting used to if you're not familiar with it. It's a wonderful breath. Slows the breath down. Makes it much stronger, as if you're breathing through a straw in the throat. So it slows the in-breath and slows the out-breath. And then the invitation is to work with a 2-1 ratio of breathing. And this is where we take the breath in and we pause, and we take the breath in further and we pause, and then we take that one long, slow out breath. So 2-1 ratio of breathing, 2 parts to the in-breath, and 1 long, slow, releasing out breath with the Ujjayi control. Think about your pauses, energizing as you feel the body with prana, with breath. And then that one long, slow, releasing out breath. Only breathing in to 70% of your full capacity, so there's no strain on that in-breath. So we may take the in-breath into the collarbones, or we may find that we can take that in-breath all the way to the crown of the head. But being reminded that if there's strain in the breath, then there'll be strain in the body. So we're looking to allow that breath to be very fluid, very soft and easy. Sukha breath. Let's take one more round together in this way. And then return to your natural breath. And then we're going to repeat that 2-1 ratio, but this time include the arms. So we inhale the first part of the breath as the arms come up. We inhale the second part to the breath as they come out to the side. And then that long out breath, you retrace that journey back as you return the arms back down. So we'll do it all together. So we inhale, first part of the breath, arms raised, palms facing. Second part of the breath, arms come out to the side to open the chest, pause. And then as you breathe out, retracing the arms back down beside the body. And again, using the Ujjayi control at the throat, thinking about your pauses, that releasing long out breath, working to the fingers, Begin to open up the lungs. Notice how it feels. So again, there's that feeling of the body, the shoulders, the arms, the chest. Let's take one more round together in this way. When you've completed, pause. And then clasp the hands underneath the back of the head. Allow the elbows to drop out to the sides. And have the feet just about half a foot's distance forward on your mat, so moving towards the front of your mat. And this time 2 parts to the in-breath as we raise the head towards the thighs. So we inhale halfway, get some length at the back of the neck, inhale a little further, navel comes towards the spine, and then that long out breath, keeping the back of the neck long, as if you're keeping the skull away from the top of the spine. If you find that you're dragging the neck, take the hands to the outside of the head. We just begin to engage the belly here. We just begin to start to create a little bit of fire, a little bit of energy in the belly. So 2 parts, inhale, pause, inhale fully, exhale. One more round in this way. And when you return the head, return the arms down beside you, return the feet back into that semi-supine position. Raise both arms up, now interlace the fingers, turn the palms up towards the sky, open the mouth nice and wide. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, release the jaw, relax the mouth, extending into the heels of the hands. One more time in this way, inhale, open the mouth nice and wide, exhale to release the jaw, face. And then a deep inhale as you slowly take both arms back overhead. Extend into the heels of the hands. And then from the belly, extend one leg long, extend the opposite leg long, point the toes towards your head and away from your head. And have that sense of creating space for the breath. Hey, good. And then when you're ready, return the arms back down beside you and again bend the knees. So the feet are planted on the ground. Feel that contact with the ground. And then draw the right knee in towards you. I'll begin a little bit of work on starting to open up the hips. So just gently encourage the right thigh in towards the body. Notice how it feels on that right side. Keep the shoulders and the arms very soft, very relaxed. And slowly extend the left leg long, drop the back of the left knee down. And then placing both hands on that right knee, begin to create small circular movements. Beginning to open up that, wake up that right hip. Beginning to release that right hip. And then the other way. Just noticing how it feels. Breathing out any tightness, any resistance. And then if you're happy to, begin to make those circles a little more large by taking it out to the right side into the right hand, moving it away from you, taking it over so the left hand comes to the outside of the knee, back and towards the chest. So we get a lovely sense of opening up the hip on the right side. Let's take one more movement in this way. And then when you return back into the center, pause there and take that in the opposite direction. So it comes across the body. Use the left hand to move it away, out to the side, back and towards you. Keep the movement nice and fluid. Notice how it feels in the right hip. Good. Let's take one more round in this way. And then when the knee comes back in towards you, give it a hug. Plant the right foot on the mat and bring the left knee in towards you. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Gently encourage the left thigh in towards the belly, just to ease out that left hip. Okay, keep breathing out any tightness. It's all about the out breath. Slowly extend the right leg long. Place both hands on the left knee, small circular movements, oiling that left hip. Just begin to ease out that left hip in both directions. There's a sense of release in the left hip. And in those slightly larger circles, take the knee out to the side, then use the left hand, and the right hand brings it across the body, in towards the chest, to the side, and away. Notice how it feels. So when we feel it, there's a sense of embodiment, a sense of being with the body. Good, and in the opposite direction. When we're not in the body, we lose our instinct. We lose that sense of intuition. It comes from the body, not from the head. Let's take one more round in this way. And then bring both knees in towards the chest, with both knees a hug. And then plant the feet down. Take the arms out into a square, so like cactus arms. And from the belly, just slowly drop the right knee out to the side and then center, left knee out to the side and center. So the chest is lovely and open as you begin that release in the lower body. When you've done that equally both sides, maybe bring the soles of the feet together. If the knees allow, and if the knees complain, just allow the feet to come forward onto your mats. And this takes the pressure off the knees. Yeah, and drop the back of the waist down. So the heart's open. Groin is beginning to release and open. Good. And then keeping the arms where they are, if that feels okay to do so. Plant the feet back down semi-supine. Extend the left leg long. And take the right ankle onto the left leg, so the sole of the right foot faces the sky and the right knee drops out to the side. And there's that little butterfly movement, like the wing of a butterfly, just allowing that right knee to drop down. Now for some of us this might be enough, but if you're taking it further, slowly bring that left heel towards you. Plant the left foot down. Flex the right foot to protect the right knee. Bring the hands down onto the leg. Maybe bring the heel towards the groin if the knee allows. And if you're taking it further, take the right hand through the center, clasp behind the back of the left thigh, Gently return the head back down. And just pause there, taking the breath into that right sacroiliac joint. And use the out breath to encourage the right knee away from you and the left knee towards you. Keep breathing out any tightness, any gripping. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Yeah. And then slowly plant the left foot down. Give the right knee a hug. Return the right foot. And just windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. And then extend the right leg long. Plant the left outside of the ankle on the right leg. Again, either just the butterfly movements here, or slowly encourage that right foot towards you. Maybe bring the left foot in towards the groin. Flex the foot to protect the knee. Either working gently with the left hand or raising the head up, taking the left hand through the center, clasping behind the back of the right thigh, returning the head, using the out breath, taking the breath into that left buttock. Very good for any sciatic challenges. Good, keep breathing out, softening into it. Let's take one more breath here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then again, plant the right foot down, give the left knee a hug. Plant both feet down, windscreen wide, the knees from side to side. To ease out through the pelvis. And then when you center, lock the knees together. Take the feet nice and wide. And just pause there. So we're counterposing that outward rotation. Good. There, you're breathing out. Breath in the belly. Let's take one more breath here together. And then bring the feet together, bring them in towards the chest. A little bit of work again in the Agni, the fire in the belly. Clasp the hands behind the back of the head. Inhale, bring the head up. And then we're going to exhale, take the right elbow to the left knee as you extend the right leg long. Coming across the body. Back of the waist drops down. Let's begin to energize the body. Let's take one more round. And then when you bring the thighs in towards you, keep the hands clasped behind the back of the head. Drop the feet down, but take them nice and wide so that they come to the edge of your mats. Spinal twist, so we inhale into the belly, exhale, take both knees to one side so that that left hip lifts if you've gone to the right side, center, to the opposite side. And as that hip lifts, the knee is encouraged to move towards the ground. You get that lovely sense of release through the belly. Yeah, let's take one more round in this way. And then when you've completed, bring the feet together, take the arms out to shoulder level, and continue with that spinal twist. Inner thighs together, inner knees together. Feeling it. Take one more round in this way. And when you return to the center, return the arms back down beside you and separate the feet. Take a slow breath into the belly and a slow breath out from the belly. feeling centered. And then that version of the bridge posture where we take the arms back overhead as we breathe in, and the head and the knees come together as we breathe out. So we inhale, come up into the bridge. Again, this energizing posture as we come up. We pause at the end of the inhale. We take that slow exhale, rolling down through the spine. Head and knees come together, long out breath. There's a real sense of emptying out towards the end of the exhale, all that stale energy that builds up at the base of the lungs. So we're bringing in new energy as we breathe in, old energy as we breathe out. The cells are always updating, always renewing. They just require this lovely prana, this lovely fresh new energy. And this old energy moving out, being expelled by the lungs. Breathing out, even when you feel that you've got as far as you can go, just breathe out a little further. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed that round, keep the knees in toward the chest. Return the head down, keep the back of the neck long, chin drawn in, circle the ankles. Really notice how it feels to wake up the feet, spread the toes. And then drop the feet down and take some resting breaths. Return the breath into the belly. Feeling that contact with the ground, dropping into the ground. Feeling supported. And then very slowly coming up to sit. Coming into a nice cross-legged position. In whatever way feels okay, maybe sitting on a block if that feels more comfortable, so the spine's nice and upright. And we'll just do a gentle twist. Left hand onto right knee, right hand behind you. Slowly begin to turn. Gazing over the shoulder, from the sitting bones, up through the spine, as if you're spiraling upwards into the crown of the head. And then center. And then the opposite side. Into the neck. And then back into the center. And then bring the right hand down, bring the left arm up and over to open up the side of the body. Working into the fingers, little finger coming towards you. Maybe looking up into the crease of the elbow. And then the other side, bring the hand down, up and over. Lifting into that elbow, opening up the side body, side of the ribs, intercostal muscles. Good. And then slowly down. And then bringing the soles of the feet together. So again, returning to that butterfly motion. And maybe the feet come forward if the knees complain. So always listening to the knees and the hips. And that gentle movement to open up the hips. And again, for some of us this will be enough, but if you're taking it further, then gently bring the hands down, collarbones come forward. Maybe the forearms come down. Good. But collarbones widen forward, gaze soften forward. And let's take one more breath here, deep inhale, deep exhale. And then slowly bring the hands back towards you. And have your legs long on your mat. And take your hands behind you to support you. Bring the right foot into the left leg. And again, just allow that right knee to drop down to the side. And maybe on your fingertips here, the collarbones are nice and wide, so there's no slouching of the upper back. Good. And again, for some of us, this is going to be enough. But if you're taking it further, you bring the right foot onto the left leg, plant the hands down to support you, and slowly begin to encourage that left heel towards you as the right knee moves away. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then slide that left leg away. Return the right leg. Shake the legs out. And the left side, left foot into the right leg. So we're either just working at that butterfly movement into the left hip, or we're placing the left ankle on the right thigh. Use the hands so you've got the support of the ground, and encourage that right knee towards you. Encourage the left knee away from you. Lift and open the chest. Okay, let's take one more breath here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then slowly slide the right foot away, left leg away, and shake the legs out. Release the hands. Janu Shirshasana. Bring the right foot inside the left leg again. If this knee complains, bring the foot underneath the leg, modify or pad if you need to. Turn towards your left side, lengthening up through the spine, gazing over that left shoulder, and then gradually back into the center. Inhale, raise both arms up. Exhale, forward bend. And just gently encourage the belly towards the thigh, softening into it. The lower back comes down and forward. Lovely sense of release here in the lower back as you gaze over the toes. But there's a softening. The softer that we are able to become, the more of that forward bend we're able to achieve. Long out breath. Take one more breath together here, and then slowly bring the hands up, take them out to the side, release the right leg, shake the legs out, and then the other side, bring the left foot into the center, take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, spiraling up, use the back hand to support you and to support the spine as you turn. And that slow, gradual process of turning. And then gently come back into the center. Raise both arms up. So from the sitting bones come up, and the belly comes down, and then the collarbones come forward. The little toe comes towards you, and you're taking the breath into the lower back. So with each out-breath, there's a sense of release in the lower back. And there's a softening, there's no striving, there's nowhere to get to. There's just a feeling of the body softening as it comes over that front leg. Good. The back of the knee complains, soften the back of the knee. Good. Let's take one more breath in. Looking beyond the toes. And then inhale, bring both hands up. Take them out to the side, release the legs. Shake the legs out. And come into Dandasana, which is where the toes come towards you. And the spine's nice and upright. And then bring the hands forward. Point the fingers down. And take the left thumb into the right palm. And just gently encourage the fingers towards you as you take the right wrist towards the front of the mat. Notice how that feels in the right arm. And then the other side, right thumb into the left palm. Encourage that left palm forward. Good. And then back into the center. Lengthen up into Dandasana. Point the toes away from you, point the toes towards you. And then plant the feet down and just drape the arms over the legs, round the back body. Breathing into the belly, let go of the head. Soft arms. Feel that connection between the sitting bones and the ground. Good. Take one more breath here. And then slowly swing the legs around and come onto all fours. And spread the fingers for our cat posture. So we inhale, drop the belly down, collarbones forward, nice and wide. And then exhale, chin in towards the chest, navel up towards the spine. And we're releasing that lymphatic fluid that gets blocked along the spinal column. And especially it gets blocked in the lower back. So this has a direct influence on the energy that moves up and towards the brain. So by moving this spine, by moving this lymphatic fluid along the spine, all of the energy begins to be unblocked and moves back up into the brain. Long out breath, navel comes up, maybe Mula Bandha at the end of the out breath. But you're feeling it. Take one more round in this way. And when you've completed that round, come into your tabletop where the gaze is just slightly forward. And take the arms out to the side, and we'll do a little bit of releasing work in the shoulders. By rolling through the shoulders, by taking one shoulder down towards the ground as you gaze forward, and then the opposite shoulder down as you gaze forward. So you create that length through one arm as you bend the opposite elbow, and then that length through the opposite arm. Okay. Let's take one more round in this way. And then when you return back into the center, come back into your tabletop, and still with that, thinking about the shoulders, we're going to take the right hand to the outside of the right head, beside the right ear. Inhale, raise the elbow up, and exhale, take it towards the left crease of the inner elbow. So if we inhale up from the belly, look up, and exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. One more time in this way. Inhale up. And exhale. And then the other side, plant the right hand down. Left hand, inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time in this way. And then plant both hands down, take a cat movement, inhale, take the weight into the fingers, all the joints of the fingers, and exhale. And then the hips, root down through both hands and the right knee. And as you inhale, raise the right knee, the left knee, take the right knee out to the side, raising the right foot as you gaze forward, and then lower. Same side, inhale. And lower. Inhale, keep the foot lifted and lower. One more time, inhale, and lower. Other side, look down through the hands, right knee stays in contact with the ground, inhale, and lower. Inhale, and lower. From the belly. One more time. And then when you drop that knee down, send the knees nice and wide. Take the hips back towards the heels. Let go of the hands. Drop the chest and the chin down. Forehead comes down. Breath returns to the belly. And then an upper body twist Keep the left hand where it is. Take the right arm under the left arm with the right palm facing up. Take the right ear down towards the ground. Encourage the fingers of the left hand forward, maybe coming up onto your tulip hands where we come up onto the fingers. So the left elbow is lifted. And then replace that left hand, bring it towards you. Bring the right hand forward. Take the left arm under. Bring the left ear down. Encourage the left ear down. Creep the right fingers forward. Come up onto the tops of the fingers, so that tulip hand. Breathing in. Breathing out that space between the shoulder blades. Okay, let's take one more breath here. And then slowly bring that hand back towards you. Transition into your downward dog. So plant the hands down. Bring the knees back into the center. Slowly tuck the toes under. Lift the knees up and gradually breathe out and release into your downward dog. Keep the heels lifted. Let go of the head. Yes, no with the head. Use the out breath. Long out breath. Lower belly comes in and up towards the spine. Soften the right knee. Look underneath the left armpit up towards the sky. Soften the left knee. Look underneath the right armpit up towards the sky. Encourage the opposite heel down towards the ground as you gaze underneath the armpit. Good. Let's take one more round in this way. Keep giving to the hands so the hips are moving up. And then drop down onto your knees. Again, send the knees nice and wide. Take the weight off the hands. Kind of a long arm child pose. Forehead comes down. Breath returns to the belly. And then from here, we're transitioning into our frog posture. So this is where we return to our downward dog. We root down through the hands. We tuck the toes under. We bring the head between the arms. But we turn the feet out about 45 degrees. Inhale. And as you exhale, the buttocks move down towards the heels. So the hips come towards the heels and the knees come out to the side. Inhale to return. Drop the heels down. Exhale. Knees wide. Inhale. Heels drop down. Final turn. Exhale. Hips towards the heels. Heels lifted. Drop the heels down. Turn the feet to face the front. And then very slowly come into a squat by bringing the hands towards you. Send the knees nice and wide. Plant the left hand down, bring the right hand up, look up to the fingers of the right hand, bring the right hand down, left hand up, and then plant both feet down and come up to stand. Good. And stand nice and tall. Just take some time to root down into your feet. Back of the neck is long. And bring the palms in front of the body. And as you breathe in, just allow the hands to come up the body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, turn the palms down. And return the breath back down into the belly. So it's an in-breath up. Breath travels up, breathing out, back down into the belly. So we inhale up. Exhale down. So we always finish the out breath in the belly. Final time, inhale up. And exhale down. Okay. Release the hands. Stand nice and tall. Place the hands on the hips. Take the foot away. Just tap the foot. Release any tightness through the leg. Any gripping, any holding on. And then the other side. And then to the center. Soften one knee. The opposite knee, just to release the hips. Good. And one more round in this way. And then bring the hands forward. Take the hands onto the shoulders. And begin to move in one direction. Keep the hips facing forward and center. So it's just the arms that move, and not the hips. So you're feeding this in the shoulder blades. So one shoulder blade comes in towards the spine, and one shoulder blade moves out from the spine. Okay. And then move the hips in the opposite direction from the elbows. Good. And then when you come back into the center, release the arms, separate the feet, and just allow the arms to swing around the body in Chakrasana. Maybe lift one heel up as you take the arms again to the opposite side. Keep the gaze at horizon level so that we're not dropping the gaze. Good. And then come forward on your mats. Bring your hands by your heart for our standing vinyasa. And turn the breath into the belly. Have the hands nice and low. A little bit of pressure between the hands. Shoulders soft. And then when the in-breath arrives, raise the arms up. Palms come together, just a slight backward bend here. And exhale, down through the front of the body, into a forward bend. Inhale, come up halfway. Breathe out through the mouth. Soft knees, inhale, arms bring you up from the ground upwards. And exhale, hands to the heart. One more round in this way. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Stay with the breath. Inhale halfway. Out through the mouth. Soft knees from the ground. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Taking that into a lunge with the left leg. So again, same vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway. Out through the mouth. Slowly from the belly, take the left leg back. Looking forward, drop the buttocks, lift the chest. A little bit of motion through the body. Back leg floats up. Step the feet together, forward bend, soft knees, inhale up. And hands return back to the heart, where the in-breath meets the out-breath. Right side, inhale. Exhale. Halfway, out through the mouth. Slowly take the right leg back. Looking forward, a bit of motion through the body, and it feels alright to do so. Straighten the front leg, back leg floats up. Step the feet together, soft knees, inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up, and breathe out the hands. Return back to the heart. Again with the left leg with a variation, so we inhale. Forward bend, halfway, out through the mouth. Slowly take the left leg back. Left hand inside the right foot, so we can inhale, raise the right arm up. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. And exhale to lower. One more time, inhale up. And exhale to lower. Bring the right hand inside the right foot, soften the elbows, gaze forward. Good. And then bring the right hand outside the right foot. Again, that little bit of motion, back leg comes up. Step the feet, forward bend, soft knees, inhale up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Right side, inhale. Exhale. Halfway. Out through the mat. Slowly take the right leg back. Right hand inside, left foot. Inhale, left arm comes up. And lower. Inhale up. And lower. One more time, inhale up. And lower. Bring that left hand inside the left foot, soften the elbows. Encourage the left knee towards the left ear. And then very gradually turn towards your nice wide angled side into your forward bend. Root down through the feet. Crown of the head moves down. Good. Inhale. Place the hands on the hips, come up halfway. Deep inhale, come up fully. Step the feet a little bit closer together. Turn towards your right foot. Bring the left heel up. So come onto the ball of the left foot and slowly lower down. So we up and lower. Up and lower. And then drop the back heel down, swivel towards the front. Opposite side. Come onto the ball of the back foot and lower. Inhale up and lower. Up and lower. One more time. Up and lower. Good. Come to face the front. Virabhadrasana 2. Take the arms out to the side. Turn towards your left side. Gaze towards the nail of the middle finger. Return the breath back into the belly. Soft, empty gaze. Then come into that version of Parsvakonasana where the forearm comes onto the thigh. The hand comes towards the back body with the palm facing away. If you're working more strong, the hand comes down as you look beyond that top shoulder. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale up. Other side. Into Warrior 2. Into Parsvakonasana. Take the hand behind you. Look beyond the top shoulder. If you're working more strong, the hand comes down inside the foot. And then from here, windmill that top arm up and over. Come into your flank stretch. Lift the back heel. And then from here, into your downward dog. And from your downward dog, come into plank. And from plank, slowly lower yourself down onto your fronts. Turn your head to one side. And return the breath back into the belly. So a little bit of work on the back body. Bring the chin onto the mat. Take your hands into your fists. Take them underneath the body, into the groin area. Inhale, use the hands to raise the legs. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. And lower. Inhale up. And lower. And you can either continue working in this way, or if you're working a little bit more strong, inhale up, both arms and legs, and lower. Inhale up, and lower. One more time, inhale up, Engage the back body and lower. Turn the head in the opposite direction. Return the breath back into the belly. And then to finish the physical part of the practice, just come into child pose. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Turn the arms back down beside the body, forehead down. Breathe into the back body. And in your own time, come up slowly to sit for your pranayama practice. So sitting on a cushion or a block if that feels more comfortable. Nice upright spine. Okay. So we're going to return to Viloma Ujjayi. But first of all, take some breaths in and out through the nostrils. And maybe reintroduce your Ujjayi control of the throat. So breathing into the throat and breathing out from the throat. Slow breath in, slow breath out. And then bring the right hand up, close the right nostril. And this time there's one part to the inhale and two parts to the exhale. So we inhale up through the left nostril, close the left nostril with the ring finger, breathe out halfway, breathe out fully. Breathe in up through the right nostril, close the right nostril, breathe out halfway, breathe out fully. So two parts to the out breath and one part to the in breath. Think about your pauses. So one long in-breath, pause, two parts to the out-breath. Let's take one more round in this way. And then the 2-1 ratio, where we take two parts to the in-breath, pause the breath in, and then one long out-breath. So two parts to the in-breath, pause, and then breathing out through the opposite nostril, one long Ujjayi out-breath. One more round in this way. And when you've completed your round, out through the left nostril, release your hand and slowly lie down. So come into Shavasana to allow all of that goodness that you've just created to come into the body, to seep into the muscles and the cells and the bones. The sense of resting effortlessly. Noticing any remaining gripping in the muscles. And with each out breath, there's a sense of release. Relaxing and releasing. As you breathe into the belly, allow the belly to rise to receive the breath. And as you breathe out, relax and release the toes. Relax and release the ankles, the calves. Relax and release the knees and the thighs. Relax and release the hips, ribs. Relax and release the shoulders, upper arms, lower arms. Relax and release the fingers and the thumbs. Relax and release the jaw, the throat, tongue, and teeth. Relax and release cheeks, around the eyes. And relax and release the scalp. And with each out breath, releasing anything that you no longer need. Release any limiting beliefs. Just breathe them out and let them go. And whole and complete as you rest. And begin to start to just very slowly interwiggle the fingers and the toes. Start to reawaken the physical body. And maybe just listen to what the body feels that it needs, like maybe the knees coming towards the chest. And rolling over onto one side, take some breaths on one side. And in your own time, coming up to sit. Namaste.